on Easter Monday. Our rant today is the so-called work new normal. Normal? I don't think so. We're going to rant about that in 10 seconds.
Yo, David. Good to be here.
Hey, everybody. Davidson. Hey, yeah. You're up, man.
Yeah. I got to say, look, David was going to take lead on this wonderful rant. Unfortunately, he decided to go where there's only 3G. I don't know if you know what 3G is, but I'm at 5G LTE, and I don't remember what 3G was. But he has all those problems today, like he has lots of others. But we're not talking about his problems. We're not talking about my problems. We're talking about the new modern office problem. And, I heard a complaint, they PM'd me, private messaged me about, David and I agree on too many things. And, for a lot of reasons, we do agree. We grew up in the same generation. We grew up in the same neighborhood and in the same part of town. So, yeah, we have a lot of like-minded views, right, which is how this sort of all comes together. But we're going to talk about the modern office. Today during COVID, you got 2 members away, 1 member in, and then it's the other 2 members in and the other member out. And who's in the office today? Who's out of the office? How do you coordinate a meeting? How do you run an efficient business? Now, for large scale companies, 50 million, 100 million, which is called a small business, but we're good for this conversation. We're going to call this a medium business. They've got technology departments that've got teams and robust sharing cultures that are extremely complicated to set up once you leave the world of Zoom, right? And for a small company that needs to get 3 or 4 people together, and talk about something that may have only 4 or 5 people in the entire company, it becomes much more challenging. And, David, has his view. And I'm going to let David, tell me what your view is on this. Jump in.
Thanks, Stuart. Well, look, folks, I've lived for the last 13 months working pretty much from home. The world, with COVID, we were shut down in Canada. We were shut down in Montreal hard. And I could tell you that I might have seen the inside of my office in the last 60 odd weeks, maybe 30, 40 times. It's unbelievable what's happened. And as someone who runs a sales department, I'm used to working with people all over the world. It didn't matter to me quickly. Problem is, I know companies, small to mid-sized companies, that struggled very, very badly. But once everybody was home, they figured it out and they adjusted because everyone was home. But where we're heading, what we're hearing today is these so-called recommendations of what this new work normal is going to be going forward. And I'm telling you, it's going to be a logistical nightmare for employers.
All right, David.
What we're hearing is that we need to make accommodations.
Hang on.
Why?
Let me get through the nuts and bolts. Before the pandemic, the conventional wisdom has been that offices were critical to productivity, culture, and winning the war for talent. Companies competed intensely.
Not really.
For
Not
prime
really.
office space. Hang on
Not
a second.
really.
Let me finish my thought.
No. That's not true. 100% true anymore.
Hey, listen. Every company fought for the best real estate, but the early estimates as of April, 62% of employed Americans worked at home during the crisis, compared to about 25% a year ago. So we got to look at real numbers. So today,
no. You're comparing apples and oranges. What you've just done is classic media shit. You've taken a stat and you justified your point.
Yep.
Dig into the statistic.
Listen,
McKinsey type of businesses that
McKinsey research.
It's all about real estate. Hold on, real estate. No. When you hear about Wall Street businesses that went real estate, it was all about working in there. I get it. That mindset is one thing, but Google, Yahoo changed it in the technology world where you didn't have to work in an office. So I'm sorry I challenged the statistic. What I'm saying right now today is that yes, we've learned, more businesses learned what Google and Yahoo have learned for the last 10 years. Working from home has its merits. However, where we're heading to is you cannot tell me right now, hey, yeah, for sure, we should make this super accommodating for everybody that says, oh, how many days a week would you like to stay at home and work? I can't do that. I can't manage a team. If I've got to manage one person, it's one thing. What if I have to manage 25 people?
But David, you're talented. You can manage many people from afar. The bigger the company, the larger the management tree.
It's not about, it's not about that. No, it's not that. It's about, what you're talking about is if everybody got the same arrangement, it's one thing. But if I have 25 people and 5 want to work 1 day a week at the office and 5 want to work 5 days a week at the office and 5 want, all of a sudden I need to hire additional people just to manage everybody's schedule. Come on, that's not a reality.
No, but that's all done through software. You got Teams.
That's not
Microsoft
right.
Teams. What do you mean
software is bullshit? It's not. No, software is not. Oh my God. Okay, so like I have to make a meeting. Oh, who's in today? Let me check the schedule. This one's here. This one. No. What your productivity will go down because you have to make it accommodating. If everybody said, okay, 2 days a week, let's say Monday, Wednesday, Friday, we work from home. Tuesday, Thursday, we're in the office. I got it. No problem. But what we're saying is that everybody's going to have their own flex time to that extent. It's going to. I mean, I'm sorry, even Google will tell you, whoa, you need extra people to manage all this. It's not that simple.
I understand. You need some essential people that need to work in an office. I will agree with you there. But the large majority, listen, I can only go off what stats are. So if McKinsey research, 80% of the people questioned reported they enjoyed working from home. We would believe that. 41% say they're more productive than they were before, and 28% say they are as productive, right? So again, if the employee's happiness means something to a company, the statistics in the survey say that this is even a better way to have a better organization.
Okay, but wait. Okay, so now I'm going to take. Hold on. No.
Let me finish. You have a guy that lives in New York City and lives in New Jersey and spends 2 hours literally to travel in and out. Now that guy saves 4 hours a day. You're telling me that guy's going to be more accessible if the company works for smart and puts him in an agreement saying, look, I'll let you work from home. But you're no longer going to be available 9 to 5. You're going to be available between 8 and 6. And now I'm going to get more productivity out of you.
No. So now what you're going to create is a different problem. And now you're going to create a mental issue that employers are now going to have to manage again. Because when you're in the office, I can see when you hold on. You've got employers out who are sitting there and are saying, "His mental state is my responsibility when they're in the office." Now they're at home. And now I'm being told, oh, wait a second, get more productivity out of them. And now they're going to go, oh, wait a minute, no, those are my hours. And then, oh my God, I'm supposed to know when they're overworked and overstressed remotely. I'm not suggesting we shouldn't do some sort of remote working. I'm saying this business of being super, super, super flexible has its limitations. I'm sorry to tell you this, but when I'm on the phone with, I've heard employees and they're really dying to come into the office. They don't want to sit at home. They're alone. They can't see friends. They can't stare at their screen all day long at home in their one bedroom studio. They want people. They want to interact. They can't. And now we have to worry about that mental state as employers. We have to deal with that all the time. No, instead what happens is that, yes, you have to hire more HR people because your employees, come on, guys, we need a middle ground here. It can't be a complete flex program. There has to be an adjustment. I'm not saying every industry has to come into manufacture, but what about the people who work in an office who do design work?
Hang on, that's a great question. Look, stop. Many people know that I own part of a medical supply house. And I was talking with my partners. So you have the back of the house, the people that work in distribution, they all got to be there. But everyone in management, upper management, they don't. Middle management comes in and comes out. So it becomes a really, really strong question. What size company does it make sense and who should be in and out? Now, I noticed a loss of productivity on the floor when I showed up, right? Because I saw it. But you know what, guys? I got to tell you, this is a question that I didn't cause. I didn't create the question. In fact, David created the question, and I didn't create COVID. The fact is, we're living in a modern world where things are changing rapidly, and what rules existed before no longer exist anymore. They just don't. There's no way to make sense of this. And you're right, David, there's going to
Yes.
be a new normal. There's going to be a new normal, and that new normal is going to include a larger percentage of the workforce working remote. Companies like Goldman Sachs pulled one of its entire divisions and moved it to Utah just to get it out of New York. Crazy. But now big companies are
Listen,
looking at
there's
the
no
exit.
listen, but look, I agree with you that there is now a new opportunity that's existing. I mean, if any business wants to set up shop in another city, in another state, today with technology and that, it's a lot easier. I grant you. Listen, the state of Oregon approached us like, hey, set up shop in Oregon. We're one. I'm not going to go into Oregon right now, but like I'm saying to you that this is what they're doing. This is what technology has allowed us to do. However, what I'm saying is if your main base of operations is in one particular city and you have 50 employees and you have to come up with 50 different quote unquote schedules to accommodate everybody because some don't want to come into work some days, some do want to come into work some days, we are not creating efficiency. We're creating greater inefficiencies, and damn the amount of technology we're going to put into it because God knows what other things we're going to have to put in to monitor our people, help our people, coordinate our people, whatever. We're going to become less efficient. And then they're going to call us Big Brother. And then we're going to be accused of something else. I mean, you know what? At one point, there is going to have to be a new hybrid system, but cannot be super overtly flexible that we have for as many employees, we have as many schedules. It's just going to become impossible to deal with.
So let me just jump in. Let's go back to the original question. Are we ever going back to work the way we used to? Will remote working be part of the new working fabric? Should it be? And I say it should. And I say it will. And I'm willing to put a good Tim Hortons medium double-double on the table that it's going to be the new normal. It's going to infiltrate modern business in some capacity and will be a permanent part of, I would say, American culture forever. David?
Yeah, okay, but I'm not saying I'm only American culture. It's going to be Western culture. I'm going to tell you something else. Well, there is, first of all, I'm going to correct one thing. In my opinion, there is no good Tim Hortons double-double. I'm sorry to tell you, there is no such a thing as a good Tim Hortons double-double. But I will say this. I agree, and I'm living in a technology world where people are working from home. And we're able to work with people, and there's a certain amount of coordination done because most people's schedules are somewhat aligned. What I'm saying is that when you unalign everybody, you create a disalignment in other places or a misalignment in other places.
Right, but
I'm sorry, but restaurant workers have to go into work. Manufacturers have to go. Hold on. Manufacturers have to go into work.
You're talking service.
I know, but you know what? But so is consultancy. It's a service too. So don't give me some malarkey. There are people who, I don't want to hear it that, just because I'm a bookkeeper, I should just have all the flexibility in the world. But somebody who works on a line has no choice to go into work. Come on, people. We need to come up with a normal that makes sense for product.
Look, we got 45 seconds.
But come on. Careful what you're wishing for.
Stop. Let's be honest. Hang on, David. Hang on. Slow down, 3G. I'm telling you, restaurants, which are better restaurants like John that we had from Timo earlier in the week, versus a McDonald's. McDonald's is going to change into all automation. Warehousing is eventually going to be all automation, and the amount of people on the floor is going to be reduced. I believe that is the future. That ship set sail long time ago. In fact, you know what? The guys that drive Ubers are going to soon not be driving Ubers. They're going to drive themselves. David, with all due respect, This is now the modern culture. In Canada, you're 500 miles every major city from the U.S. border, right? Canada is the largest landmass next to Russia, and
No, no,
what's bigger?
no.
What's bigger?
Oh my God.
Russia's bigger
No,
than
like
Canada.
no. It's okay. Stick to the knowledge.
Oh my
No.
God! Now I
Stick
gotta
to
go here.
your knowledge of America. Let's leave Canada out of this.
Size by comparison. 1 second. I just want to just
Stuart, ladies and gentlemen, my friend Stuart needs to prove how right he is instead of having to deal with the right thing. Yes, technology, and yes, we know that there's going to be automation and robotics, and things are going to change in the warehouse industry. We absolutely know that, but 2022, when we finally go back to work in a real time, folks, and we'll wrap it up here.
Nope,
God help what we're going to expect from our company.
Here.
Because if you think today that
right.
you can, if you think, let me finish. No. Of course you need to be right. But the point is, folks, Russia is bigger than Canada. But the problem is, guys, that be careful what you wish for. Because if you could create an environment where you could work from home and you don't have to remote in, your jobs are going to go up and end up overseas. Watch out what you wish for, people, because you're going to become dispensable. Stuart, rather than being right, finish it the right way.
The areas in square kilometers has Russia at 17,098,242.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna end.
670. I can't be wrong.
I'm ending this rant because Stuart's listening skills once again has been proven to be zero. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to wish you all a phenomenal.
Hey, whoa, what are we talking about on Friday?
We'll be back. Where my point is going to be, we're going to be talking on Wednesday because it's only Monday. We're going to be talking on Wednesday, folks. What is wrong with society yet again when we have two-tiered racism? How we tolerate and deal with racism is become two-tiered.
We're both wearing black shirts.
About that. We'll talk about that on Wednesday before he loses his mind. And it's a wonderful day, everybody. Cheers. Stay well. Stay safe. Looking forward to your comments again. The Rant Network at therantnetwork.com. Please also check us out on Facebook at our page. We love